All right. Man, I am so pumped up. Today is finally day number 3. And I am a little bit early. All right. So I'm going to wait for all of you guys to get on here. We're about 8 to 10 minutes early. So I'm excited, dude. Day number 3. I'm so pumped up, and hopefully maybe 1 or 2 or 3 of you have a property in a contract that we can actually go and help you find a cash buyer today. So I'm bringing Jenny. All right. So Jenna gonna come back on, and she's gonna share with you guys exactly how to pull cash buyer from any city, any state, basically nationwide. And this is what my VAs are doing to get cash buyers. Doesn't matter. We work virtually wholesale in a different states. So today is going to be a jam-packed, very powerful day. And I want to remind all of you guys, for those of you who stay all the way till the end, I have a very, very special offer for you that I have never, ever offered or done before. And I think some of you are going to take me on it, and you guys are going to be blown away. So comment in, let me know. Let me know what did you do yesterday after the class? Comment in, let me know. I just skip traced another list this morning. Anna, let's go, baby. So Anna, I want to know is how big is your list? So we haven't started yet. We got about 10 more minutes. But I want to jump on early and just kind of mingle with you guys, and obviously just kind of, see where you guys are at. So comment and let me know kind of where you're at right now. So Anna, you skip trace another list this morning. How big is your list? That's what I want to know. How big is your list? Let me see here. Michael, Jefferson, Eddie, Juan, Curtis. I'm telling you guys, man, day number 1. We have about 623 people on, solid. Day number 2, we got 523 people on, so which means 100 people have kind of fell off. And day number 3, this is where I believe that the people that are truly committed, that are like, Khang, dude, I am ready for this, man. Like, this is what I'm going to do in 2024. Like, this is what I want to do in 2024. So, today is going to really prove who's really committed to doing this and getting this done. And I want, for everyone, I just want to give you a quick warning that the weather where I'm at, it's a little rough. So the connections, but just hang tight, be patient. But the connections, I'm going to, like, if anything happens, just know that I'm here, and I will jump back on if anything happens. Hold on a second here. Let me see here. For some reason I can't use, okay, there's my mouse. Okay. So let's see. Okay. Let me see here. Been learning since March. Let's go, baby. I'm ready to go get this money. You know what time it is. Day number 3, honestly, honor. Mike, I honestly appreciate each and every single one of you that are here with me today on day number 3. It definitely shows that you guys are committed, that you guys are ready to change your life, because this is what it's all about. So Jenny is going to jump on in about, we got about 9 minutes left. Jenny is going to jump on. She's going to show you guys how to pull cash buyer in any city, any states, any zip code. All right. So once you know how to do this, you don't have to worry about, oh my gosh, Khang, where am I going to find the cash buyer, this and that. Today's a very, very powerful day. And once again, for those of you who stick around and just stay all the way to the end, I got a very, very special offer that I know a lot of you will be like, Khang, let's go, baby. Ready to change my life. Jonathan, let's go, man. Let me see here. First one, are the old ones available? Corey, I think you might have to check your email. So check your email if you didn't, if you didn't make it on day 1 or day 2. And I know a lot of you asked me, so Khang, is this, something, and I asked my team to email it over to you guys. So check it and let me know. Let me see here. What kind of questions you guys got. What I want to know is from all of you is, what have you done since yesterday, right? Yesterday after the class, what did you guys do? Did anybody send out a text blast or a text message? And did anybody call? How many sellers have you talked to? It's really a number. It's really a numbers game. When I ask people, they're like, Khang, you know what? It's been like 2 months or 3 months. I haven't done a deal yet. And every single time, man, every single time, 9 out of 10 times, I ask them, how many phone calls have they made? How many people have they talked to? And you'll be shocked. They're like 10, 20, 100. Dude, it's just not enough. You're not putting in enough work and you want to get results. It's just not going to happen. You know, like on YouTube, you know, when I first started, man, it took me a long time to go from 0 to like 1,000 subscribers. Mr. Beast, it took him 5 years to go from 0 to 5 or to, I think it was 1,000 subscribers or 5,000. I don't remember exactly, but it took him 5 years. And then after that, everything just started to compound, right? Once you start to build momentum and things start to click, dude, it's like a freaking compound snowball effect. It just get bigger. The snowball just get bigger and bigger and bigger. But as first, you just got to take massive action, be patient, be persistent, and be relentless, man. Just keep going. Let me see here. Struggling getting great lists, so going to upgrade. Will use fiber to help make calls. Gilbert, okay. Kendra, working on towards that click today. I'm ready. Okay. Gilbert, when you say that you're struggling on pulling the list, were you here on day one? I mean, Jenna pretty much showed you guys the absolute great list, all right, to target. And once again, let's go ahead and review day number 1 and day number 2 really quick here because we got about 6 minutes. So day number 1 is obviously pulling the list. And if you want more of a tight list right? If you have a tight budget, then you really want a list stack, which means you want that seller to hit multiple pain point. Maybe the property is vacant and it's also in pre-foreclosure. Because if you remove the pre-foreclosure and you just choose vacant, then the list might be 3,000 or 5,000, right? You get a bigger list. For those of you, if you have the capital, dude, I would just go with a massive list. Like for me, right now, we target anybody and everybody, all right? Anybody and everybody that has at least a 30 to 40% in equity. So if they got equity, it doesn't matter if they're out of states, living in the property, doesn't matter if it's vacant, like we pull everything. So right now, I would say that for us, we spent about 15K a month or so on marketing. And when I say marketing, I'm not talking about pulling the list. Because pulling the list on Deals For Me Now, let me type that website in again for those of you who missed day number 1. Can someone type it in here? So it's just dealsformenow.com. But once again, it's not like any other software. Like you guys would have to really watch on day 1 when Jenna really took you through and how to pull the list and how to list stack, and you will understand how powerful this software is. Just because it's able to use AI, it's able to generate and tell you exactly who is likely to sell in the next 90 days or sooner, which means you're able to target these people 90 days before it hits any other list, any other investor. And when you list stack, so let's just say you have a tight budget. And when I mean tight budget is because now you got to take the list and you got to skip trace the list. Do you see what I'm saying? Or you might want to handwrite letters and send it to them. Jonathan, yeah, man, dude, I cancel all of that. Batch leads, props, dude, I cancel all of that. The only thing that I'm using right now for my list is dealsformenow.com to get my list. It's the only one that I'm using right now. Dude, it's extremely powerful. So I have my VA kind of like match it, right? And today you guys are going to be blown away what the software is about to do for you guys right now regarding cash buyer. Dude, it's freaking bomb. My most recent student, Andrew, closed on his first biggest deal, $288,000 from Deal For Me Now. Same software. Dude, it's powerful. I mean, just think about it. Imagine if you're able to target them 90 days before it hits any other investor's list. Dude, that's how you stay ahead of the game, ahead of the curve, ahead of your competition. do you mail postcards? So Ryan, I used to send postcards. So you got to understand, Ryan, postcard takes about, postcard's going to cost about 50 cents. Letters is going to cost you about $1. So if you have a budget, dude, if you can drop $5K a month on postcard and letters, then it's worth it. Or you can basically list stack, shrink the list, and then go to Costco, buy those stamps. It's still going to cost you 50 cents, right? And then you would have to like print it out, write on a computer, type on the computer, and then just print out where you can just make one genetic letters. Just, hey, my name is Khang. I work with, my name's Khang. We're interested in making you free, no risk, no obligation cash offer on your property. And then all you go in there is just change the name and the address and then just print, shove it in the envelope, put a stamp on there. But that's going to cost you about 50 cents, right? I used to do that, man. I used to send out letters to expired listing. And I would made a commitment to myself that every single day I would send out 50 of these letters. And I would not stop until I hit 50 letters. And every single morning before I go to my JO to B, I would drop it in the mail. And when I first started, that's where I got majority of my leads, of my deals from. It's expired listing. So you got to understand. So postcard and letters, it works. I don't know if it's working your market anymore. Like my market, it doesn't work as well anymore. It's getting a little bit more competitive. So I believe that's why for us right now, we stick with cold calling and SMS because that's the quickest way for you to get in front of a seller. Because when you send out letters and postcard, it takes, obviously 3 to 4 days, right? You place the order, they got to do their thing. They got to ship it out and all of that. So it takes 3 to 4 days. But it's a lot more expensive, right? So you can't just say, hey, I got $5,000. I'm just going to risk it and test it. And if you just got 5,000, that's all you got. If I were you, dude, I would just stick with cold calling and SMS. If you know that you can spend at least 2,000 to 3,000 every single month on direct mail, and that's the route that you want to go, because I believe that every marketing work. The question is, how long do you commit with one marketing strategy? Because you can't just try it for 1 month and you're basically shooting for luck, right? If you try for 1 month, it doesn't work. This is what people do. Let me tell you what people do and why they're not getting results is they try something for 30 days and then they watch something online and then like, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, now let me do drive for dollars. Hey, now let me do this, do that. So they're just bouncing from one marketing strategy to another. I'm going to text Jenna. Waiting for you. You know what I'm saying? Like they're not just consistent with one marketing strategy. That's the key. Because everything works. The question is, do you work? How much effort do you put in? And how consistent are you? So if you're sending letters and postcard, it got to go out every single week, right? It goes out every single week. But if anything, man, all the marketing, I would think that you would need to be consistent at least 3 months. At least a 3-month consistent. And and here's the tip. Here's a tip for those of you who's looking to like do postcard or letters. Nope. Okay, sorry. I'm trying to, you guys, please be patient. I'm texting with Jenna. I'm trying to get her on right now. So let me see here. I'm trying to get her on. It's the same link. So let's just see if she's able to jump on. She should be able to jump on. So let's see here. But any marketing strategy, you got to give it at least a 3-month period. And if you're sending letters or postcard, you don't just like, hey, it's March 1st. I'll just send all of these at once. No, that's not how you do it, right? Because if you do that, you send all of them at once. And then there's going to be a period, about 2 weeks, that you're not going to get any call, right? That you're not going to get any phone call. Dude, I made this mistake when I first started out, and it was bad. So when you send all at once, what happened is you will get a bunch of phone call comes in that you're not going to be able to handle, right? Because there's so much volume. And then what happened is that there's going to be a 2 weeks period where that postcard's not going out or that letter's not going out. So you're just sitting there, just got nothing, no action. So what you want to do is you want to split them up. So if you're going to send postcard in or letters, you got to split them out on a weekly. So every Monday there should be a stack that goes out, whether it's 100 or 1,000. right? That goes out every single Monday. Boom, boom, boom. And then it takes about, I would say it takes about 2 months or 3 months in where you're going to start getting consistent phone call, right? So now instead of you pounding the phone call on the seller, now you're going to start getting, now the phone call is going to come in. It's going to come in drip by drip by drip. And that's when you get more of a consistent leads. Make sense? I made that mistake when I first started. So Jenna's having a tough time. So maybe let me know if you need the link. I wonder if Angie's still here. I appreciate you guys for being patient. Try and get Jenny on. Hold on a second. Let me call Angie, see if Angie is still. I think Angie takes off today. I do what I have is giving me an error. Okay. Okay. Shoot. Okay. So let me see if I can give her, give her a control panel attendees. Shoot. Okay. Presenter. Let me give her this link too, but this is my link. Hold on a second. Let me call. Oh, shoot. Angie's off today. Okay, so let me see here. I appreciate it, you guys. Please be patient. I'm trying to get Jenny on right now, so I will have to. Okay, let me copy. How do I copy? Okay, copy the link. Hold on a second. Jeez, I appreciate you guys' patience. Presenter. Maybe I'll give Jenny this link. Okay. Oh, man, how do I think gave her an error? How do I make Jenny? I'm going to send this to her, but that is my link. It's not really her link. Oh. Hold on a second. So let me see here. Copy. Okay. I don't know if this is going to work because that's going to be my link. As you guys can see that I'm sweating right now because I hate wasting time. That's the one thing that I hate, and especially just wasting a bunch of your guys' time. But I appreciate you guys being patient. We're trying to figure this out. For some reason, Jenny link is not working, so I'm sending her my link to see if it works. Khang, I can't hear you. Hello, hello. Can you guys hear me? Hello, hello. Hello, hello. Jenny.
Game time.
Game time, baby. Okay, I just want to make sure. Yeah. Jenny, let's make sure that okay, you guys can hear me. Can you guys hear Jenny? Let's see, loud and clear. Jenny, can you guys hear? Okay. So you guys can hear me. You guys can hear so Jenna, they can hear you. You can hear me. Okay. Jenna, I'm gonna let you take over, but gosh, you wearing red today, looking good on you.
Well, you know what? I saw your post about the Valentine's bouquet, and it inspired me to wear red today in hopes that I'd get a bouquet like that from somebody. So just putting that out to the universe. You have a lucky wife there. So I was loving your social media today.
I appreciate it. Well, Jenna, you know what? They say be careful what you wish for, because maybe you might get too much.
All right. So you've talked about some really super fun things, and everybody on this call is so honored and privileged to be able to hang out with you and hear your real estate knowledge. So on our call that we had 2 days ago, we talked about finding all those different motivated sellers. And today we're talking about what do we do when we find all those motivated sellers? How do we go about wholesaling those to our cash buyers list? And what kind of software would you have if it didn't have that ability to be able to show where you find those different motivated sellers in your area, or the motivated buyers in your area? So what we're going to do today is I'm going to share my screen and I'm going to show you guys, it's super, super simple. I'm going to show you guys how we go about finding those motivated buyers on our list. And then as well as how do we go about marketing to them? How do we reach out to them? How do we communicate to them? So we'll get rolling on that. So, all right. So we learned all the amazing things here when it came to sharing my screen the other day. So here we are. So I know not to use Safari. So guys, this is going to be the software, but before I get into it, I want to give you guys the opportunity. If you have not been on our call the last 2 days, well, definitely welcome. And it's an honor to hang out with you guys. I'm Jenna. I'm an investor just like you all, but I want to show you guys where you can get this software if you have not had a chance to download it. So you're just going to go to dealsformenow.com. So you're going to see deals, DEALS, the number 4, me now, not meow, it's me now.com. And so it gave me that. I mean, unless you wanted to be like, frisky and you wanted to say meow, but dealsformenow.com. And you're going to see this is where you guys are going to have access to see a little bit about this software. Obviously, we're going to be diving into it live, and you have the opportunity to most likely see all these calls previously recorded. But as we go down, you're going to see it's going to tell you about our artificial intelligence. It's going to tell you how powerful this software is. A ton of research has gone into it. We can skip trace, we can direct mail. So if we want to go dive right in, if you say, you know what, I'm an action taker, I want to go in, I want to purchase this for $97 a month. So less than one of those $100 bills in your wife's bouquet wrapped around those roses. If you guys don't follow this amazing human on social media, you guys need to get on it, because I could just sit there all day and I'm like cracking up at one post after another. But I just less than one of those $100 bills you guys have access to here. So you're going to see for $97 a month, what I'm going to show you today is what you're going to have access to. Now, obviously, we know that there's going to be different levels of investors that are out there. So our standard level, this is going to be our basic package, and it's going to include our standard leads, some fantastic software that's going to be in there, which I'll show you. If it's something that you do want to upgrade, if you do want more of those different lead types, if you do, and we can talk about the artificial intelligence again, just to recap that today. But we're going to talk about the AI. You're going to get a credit for a zip code, and that's basically turning on our sellability scoring. So what we've done is we have all of our different properties. We score them on a scale of 0 to 1,000. 1,000 is the best on how likely we're predicting that those properties are going to sell in the next 90 days. It's literally like our magic sifter button. Right. So you can have access.
Okay.
Go ahead.
All right. Jen, I'm going to stop you right there for a second. I know everybody right now what Jenna's doing, and she's just kind of refreshed on what is going on with day one. She will dive in to actually showing you guys exactly how to pull the cash buyer list from this amazing software and how you would target them. It's very, very powerful. I understand a lot of you're here with day one. You probably feel like me. You'll be like, oh my God, Jenna, get to the point, this and that. But she needs to explain so you guys see how powerful this is and why it is the best investment in the software. And then she'll deep dive. We have plenty of time where she's going to show you exactly where you're going to be able to pull, real cash buyers, any city, any states, any zip code. Go ahead, Jenna.
You got it. You're like my best cheerleader right there. I love working with you. All right, let me turn this back on. Let me turn this back on. All right, so let me go back here and just let me conclude this, guys. So I just want to give everybody the opportunity. So if you do see, we're going to talk about the artificial intelligence briefly. We're going to recap that as we go. So we're going to dive right into our software. So what we're going to do here, I'm going to share this. If I'm ever sharing something if I'm talking and then my screen's not moving, then definitely let me know. So this is our software. This is our main user interface, guys. It's going to be super simple for us to do that. We talked the other day about how we find those motivated sellers. We're talking today about how do we find the motivated buyers. So if you guys have the opportunity, you've already purchased your software, you're already in it, follow along as we go. I'm going to go back. I'll review it numerous times. So that way you have the opportunity to follow along. But on the left of our screen, the top left side navigation. Sorry, go ahead. Did you?
Yeah. Jenna just mentioned something that's very important. for those of you who's already signed up for the software, once again, I highly recommend that you guys actually open it up and actually go and do it together, because that's how you learn the fastest, and that's how you actually hold the tensions, the memory tension. All right. So make sure. All right. So Jenna, if you can just go slowly for those that probably not so savvy.
Hey, that's, you know what? Not all of us have techie backgrounds. My background was in the medical field. So you know what? You got to work with what you get here. So we'll go with it. So, all right. So we're going to go to our software here. So let me share that for you guys. So when you guys log into your accounts, this is going to be our main user interface. Again, what we're focusing on today is how do we find those motivated cash buyers? Because if we have our marketing up and running the way that we're taught to do that, then you're going to need to have somebody to wholesale it to. We talk about wholesaling. It's basically like a little wooden stool with 3 legs. We need good quality leads that are going to come in. We have to be able to negotiate those, analyze them, get them under contract. And then obviously our third and final step is a good quality buyers list. If you have 2 but not 3, that is going to be like kicking out a leg on a tripod, and that's going to topple over. So when we come in here, we're going to go to our left side navigation. You're going to see how it's going to open and close. We're going to go to our lead pipes, followed by our property leads. Again, this area is like, this is our magic tool. This is where it's like our own personal Google search for all nationwide properties, buyers, sellers, all within our area here. What we're going to do is we're going to put in our target area. So you can go as big as your whole state. You can search by county. You can go as small as one city. You can do multiple cities at one time. The sky is going to be the limit on what you're looking for geographically. So we're going to come in here. I'm just going to search for Jacksonville, Florida. It makes me feel a little better to think of a warm area in Florida versus my cold Pennsylvania weather. We're being very, very direct and focused on what we're looking for today. So we're going to go into our lead types. And what we're going to do is we're going to look for our cash buyers. So I want to look for cash buyers. I'm going to go into my owner types and I'm going to search for businesses, because what I'm looking for is I want to look for people that are a fellow business owner, a fellow investor, just like me, that are buying properties, have bought them in cash, and then we're going to hit search. So now what it's going to do is it's going to tell me I have over 27,000 different people that are in that area that match that criteria. But I don't want the history of forever. I want more recent. I want people that are buying properties and buying them very recent. So as you go into your software, you'll see in the middle of our screen here, we have the more button. So we have a drop down. We're going to go a little bit ways down, maybe halfway down, and we're going to focus on our last sale date. So this is going to be time specific for us. So we'll go in here. We're going to come in and we're going to search by a specific time frame. And this is going to be based on your territory. If you're in a very small region, let's say that maybe you're a small, tiny little country town, you may go the last year because maybe you only have 50 people. Since we're in an area like Jacksonville, Florida, we still have 1,800 different people. That may be too many for you to want to have on your list. So let's be more time sensitive. We can go to the last 3 months and let's see however many people. 399, so almost 400 people. So let's be even more time sensitive. Let's go to the last month. So what this system is telling us in a matter of just a couple clicks, we're going to our geographic location. We're focusing on those cash buyers. I want businesses and LLCs because there's a lot of people that can buy their house in their personal name. It's a little mom and pop homeowner that bought their house in cash. I'm not targeting them. I want fellow businesses, established entities, LLCs, S Corp, something like me that are buying properties, buying them in cash in my area. And as recent as the last month, 114 people. In a matter of just a couple clicks, we have literally built our buyers list to a positive over 114 different people. So now what we're going to do, again, any of these people, what we can do is we can see how serious these people are. We can go in here, we can alphabetize them. We can search by owner name. You know, we can come in here and put it in alphabetical order. We can see who's buying more properties. So this person here, this 510, whatever if this stands for, Florida operations, they bought 2 in the last month. Some different people, these 7740, this person, this looks like a serious cash buyer. Like this person, I would definitely want to get to know this person. They bought 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different properties in the last month. I mean, granted, yeah, they are apartments, but still there's 5 different purchases. So now that's great. We have these people. So what do we do? How do we reach out to these different people? So what we're going to do is we're going to take that. You'll see there's going to be a drop down arrow and we're going to select them. So we're going to select these people. We're going to add them into the My Leads section. So you'll see that your My Leads now has 114 different people. We're going to go into the My Leads section. And again, I'll go back through and I'll review with you guys just so that you have the opportunity to keep seeing this, because repetition is going to be key for us. And since we have two different types of skip tracing options. Our regular skip trace, this is more towards regular individuals. So just somebody who owns their property in their personal name. Since we are targeting businesses and LLCs or S Corps, we want to focus on Skip Trace Plus. Now this Skip Trace Plus is so powerful.
Jenna,
it actually...
Okay, I'm going to interrupt. Okay. Everyone comment, is Jenna, is she going too fast, or is she good, or does she need to slow down? So hold on a second. So let's see if we can get some feedback really quick, because I want to make sure that all of you can follow along, because this is extremely, extremely powerful right here. And once again, I know a lot of you have different software that you're using. All right. I'm not here. Jenna's not here to talk down at any other software. That's not how I do business. All right, period. I can only tell you that currently right now, this is the only one that I'm using. All the one that I have used before, it's just not as good or comparable, that I don't feel like, I feel like I found the best, and I'm just going to focus on just one. All right, and I am sharing with you guys what I'm using, what I believe is the best now and moving forward. And whatever it is, it's up to you, whichever it is you want to, to use. That's up to you. All right. And I'm not here to talk down to any software. All right. Jenna, it seems like everybody said you're doing great. They said just a little bit slower. They said just a little bit slower, right?
I'll start over, but I think Henry loves me. I don't know if you can see that.
Well,
Henry, we all love you.
Well, Jenna, I think that you're going to get a lot of flowers. I wouldn't be surprised.
As long as it's a bouquet like the one that you gave your wife, hey, I will take it all day long. So, and then I love how you got her own hair product that she sells. So,
yeah, I'm trying to support
so romantic for you guys. Yeah.
Aww.
So I'll start from the beginning, just so you guys all can see again. So, so what we're going to do, we're going to go into our software. On our left side navigation, you're going to see partway down, we're going to focus on our lead pipes. This is going to be where we're going to find all of our different leads in our area. So we can go into any area. So we can go, let's go to Phoenix this time. So we'll go to Phoenix, Arizona. We're going to select our area, and you can do multiple areas. You can do up to 5 different areas at one time. So let's say we want to go to Phoenix, New York, Phoenix, Oregon. We'll go to Phoenix, Illinois. We'll go to California too. So we'll select all those areas. It doesn't matter. The main thing is selecting your specific geographic location where you're doing your marketing, where you invest, where you're looking to wholesale, where are your different buyers buying. So we'll select your geographic location. Under the all lead types, we're only focusing today on our cash buyers. We want people that are buying properties and have bought them in cash. And then we're going to go to our owner types, and all we want to focus on today are our businesses. Because if you can imagine, we're looking for fellow businesses, S Corps, LLCs, whatever they are. We want fellow business owners, fellow investors that are buying properties in our specific area, and they're buying them in cash. So once we've selected that, we're just going to go to search. Now, anything that we selected on that previous screen, we can change it from this screen. So if you say, you know what, I really, I'm not quite sure if I wanted Arizona, you could exit out if you wanted to. Or if you wanted to change anything, we can change it here. You can see those are the same different parameters like I had on my previous screen. So let me erase these out. I'm going to remove these leads that I was just playing with a minute ago. So I'm going to erase those out so we can start fresh. So what we're doing here is, you guys can see I have almost 29,000 different people that are buying properties in cash in those specific regions. So again, let me go in here. I'm just going to do just Phoenix, just so it's not too many in here. So I'm going to go to my lead types, cash buyers. I'm going to go to my business, and then I'm going to go to search. So when I'm looking just in Phoenix, I have 28,773 different cash buyers in my area. That's great, but I don't care about people that bought houses 6 years ago and never bought them since then. I want people that are active right now buying in my market. So I'm going to go to my More tab. You're going to see it right here, our More tab. It's going to have a drop down, and we're going to focus on our last sale date. So I want properties that are recently sold. So I'm going to go into the last sale date, and depending again on your size of your market. So if you're in some tiny little suburb area, you may have to focus on the last year because maybe you only have 100 people that pop up. Then that would be what it would be. So you can select those, or you can go to the last year. We can maybe go to the last 6 months. It's all about the size of the list that you're ready to target, because if we're going to be doing any sort of marketing, if we're going to reach out, it's going to take time and effort for us to be able to do that. So 527, that still may be a lot for you to add to your cash buyers list. I mean, it may be a great number, but let's look at the last 3 months. 241 different people. That's a great size list for us to reach out. If it's too many for you guys, again, we can come in here. Let's be more specific. Let's go to the last month. 83 people. That's kind of small. So let's stick with the last 3 months. We want to have at least something that's at least 100. I mean, because we could cold call over 100 people in a day. I mean, that's going to take us no time at all. So the more that you're going to put into it, obviously going to be the more that you're going to get out of it. So 241 different people that are buying properties. They're buying them in cash in my market as recent as the last 3 months. This list is great, but we have to do something with it. So what we're going to do is, if you guys see, we have our drop down, and we're going to select them all. And if, again, based on your marketing budget, you may be only able to reach out to 50 of them, 100 of them, whatever. You can select multiple pages of 25, or you can select the entire list of 241. You're going to see that now they're going to be added into the My Leads section. So we'll go into our My Leads, and we have two different options when it comes to skip tracing. Our regular skip trace, this is directed more towards just individuals on your list. So if you targeted some type of a motivated seller type of list and you focused only on individual sellers, then you can select the skip trace option. It's 10 cents. Since we do have businesses, LLCs, we're going to focus on the skip trace plus. Our skip trace plus option pierces the corporate veil. And this is going to be no matter what state you're in. A lot of states have a lot of protection, things like Wyoming, Nevada. We're going to be able to hit about 98% of those different entities, getting you the person who is behind the entity, as well as their contact information. And not just one number. We're talking 10 different forms of contact. So we're going to get things like their cell phone, their house phone, their email addresses. I mean, not always getting their emails, but we're going to get you up to 10 different forms of contact. We're going to get you, if you want their IP address, we can get that for you. We're going to tell you how old that person is, if they've ever filed bankruptcy. We're going to tell you it, and also we can get you their relative contact information. So husbands, wives, children, parents. I mean, we find that person. So we're going to help you get your cash buyers list really, really built up. So what we'll do then is we're going to go to Skip Trace Plus. You're going to see it's for 15 cents to get their contact information. We'll go to Next. It's going to give us our different terms and conditions. If you wanted to go in here, read all those different lines, I've already read it before in the past, and then we'll accept it. So you're going to see, guys, for $36.15, we're going to be able to skip trace 241 different people and add them to our cash buyers list. And now we're going to have all of their contact information and reach out to them. So we'll place our order, and then it's just as simple as that, and start calling. So now we have our cash buyers list, 241 people in the last 3 months who are actively buying properties in cash in our area.
All right. So Jenna, I'm going to stop you there for a little bit. And then I just want to say something, and then I'll let you carry on. But let me tell you guys how powerful this is, right? It's being able to find like legit cash buyer. And you can reach out to other wholesaler that actually don't have the software and don't know how to find it. Like you would think that, I know some of you come and be like, oh, find the cash buyer is the easy part. Let me tell you this, man. There's a lot of tire kicker out there. All right. There's a lot of tire kicker. If you don't have the right software, all right, to get the legit cash buyer, That's why there are wholesaler that has a deal on the contract and actually fall through because they couldn't find a buyer for the deal. So if you're able to do this in any city, in any states, any zip code, imagine how powerful that is. Now, what you can do is for some of you, I'm not saying all of you, you have the software, you're now reaching out to other wholesaler and say, hey, you got a property. Hey, if you have a property, do you mind if I blast it out to my buyers? You take their address, you go on there, freaking pull a cash buyer list and start, boom, sending these out, right? And then guess what? You have a cash buyer because they don't know how to find them, link them up, and you make 50% on their deal. So if they were to make $20,000 on the wholesale deal, you get $10,000. You didn't have to market the seller, didn't have to talk to the seller, you didn't have to do any of that. All you did was just pay for the software, find other wholesaler, and you will be surprised. That's why we just did a JV deal. It's going to close next week. A wholesaler got a property in a contract, and he said, Khang, I've tried so many ways to find my cash buy, from Craigslist to this to that. He just couldn't. Guess what? My VA, Angeline, took the property, went on and did exactly what Jenna pulled the cash buyer, and we blasted out to our cash buyer. Literally, we found a buy in 2 days. And guess what happened? Found the buyer in 2 days, and that deal, he sent it out where he was only going to make $20,000. So we split it up. We each would have made between $10,000 to $11,000 each. Well, guess what, my friend? Also, now we got multiple offer. And if you follow my Instagram story, I share all of them on there. Now we got multiple offer. Guess what? So he got the property in the contract for like 102 or 103. We got a buyer comes in at like 142. And now we're going to split this commission in half. We each going to make $22,000 or so on this deal. And it cost me nothing. Angeline, my VA from the Philippines, just did the exact step. Bam. So I'm telling you, that could be another way that you go about this wholesaling, right? While you're trying to do your own wholesale deal, get some other leads, right? Work off of other wholesaler that has a deal on the contract, and bam, just help them find a buyer, because some of them just don't know, right? A lot of time you think, oh my God, it's easy, I can do it. Dude, you just don't know. There are people out there that don't know how to do it. That's why knowledge is power, plus execution, obviously. Jen, I'll let you take it on.
No, that was actually, we got a great question. Somebody had asked about, does this do commercial? And it's not necessarily what we were even talking about right now, but I will show you guys a little sneak peek. This software, guys, is going to grow with you. So one of the things somebody asked is, does it do commercial? If you go to your left side navigation, you're going to see there's going to be different upgrade options, because we know that as you become more seasoned as an investor, you may outgrow residential. So you're going to see here, there's an option for you to upgrade to the commercial leads. It's going to be exactly what you're seeing, but the commercial version, which is going to be so, so powerful. And we can talk about this on upcoming calls or in the future. But if you want to find golf courses, if you want to do mobile home, mobile parks, self-storage facilities. I mean, heck, if you want to buy cemeteries, you can find those on there. I mean, anything, apartment complexes, anything in regards to commercial or anything like that, you do have that option if you are interested in that. But a lot of times, people are going to say, well, what do we say to these people when we reach out to them? So one of the things that there's going to be two different type of scripts that I follow whenever I'm reaching out to these people. Obviously, if they answer the call, it's going to be different if I'm leaving a voicemail versus if I'm talking to them live. But one of the things that we want to remember, guys, is that we live in an incentivized world. And we live in an instantaneous world. So people want things done for them, but they want it done yesterday. So the last thing that we want to do is be that needy investor that calls these people. So let's say that we'll say John Smith owns this Soya LLC. Let's say that he's the one that is behind this entity. The last thing that we want to do as a brand new investor is call him and be like, hi, I found your information. I want to add you to my cash buyers list. And you're going to ask him 50 different questions about real estate that you've been stockpiling for the last year. No, we want to be very quick and concise. And so again, remember, if we live in an instantaneous and an incentivized world, we want to reach out to him and we want to be able to give him value. We want to basically make it to where he has no choice but to want to work with us. So if I'm leaving him a message, I'm very, very brief. I'll say, hi, my name is Jenna. I'm reaching out to John. I have a, I will say, I'm an investor, a fellow investor in the area. I'm doing a ton of marketing, a ton of advertising, and I'm getting so many unlisted, unadvertised properties. And obviously I can't buy them all. And I know your time is valuable. So if you have maybe 5 minutes that you can give me a quick call back, I wanted to reach out to you and see if you're interested in more properties similar to the one that you bought on 714 South 1st Street. I have a couple leads for properties in that area, and I wanted to reach out to you first and foremost, and then give your information. And again, my name was Jenna. So it's very, very quick. And I always specify, I know your time is very valuable. So if you have maybe 5 minutes that you can give me a quick call back. Now, if you're going to talk to somebody live on the phone, or let's say you go to a networking event and you're interacting with all these other fellow cash buyers, it's going to be very, very similar. You're just going to say the same exact thing. Obviously, you're not going to make it sound like a voicemail recording. But if I run into this guy and he answers his phone, I'm going to say, hi, is this John? And he'll say, yeah, who's this? And I'll say, my name is Jenna. I'm a fellow investor in the area. And I actually ran across one of the properties that you just purchased. I saw it's at 714 South 1st Street there in Phoenix. And he'll say, yeah. And I'll say, are you potentially interested in more properties that are like this? And he'll probably say, yeah. I mean, I'd consider different properties. And I'll say, okay, just to let you know, I'm doing a ton of marketing, a ton of advertising. And I always hit them with that just because I want them to know that I'm doing the work for them. An incentivized world. I'm going to be doing the work for you. I want to hand these to you on a silver platter. And I'll say, and I'm getting a lot of leads for off-market properties or unlisted, unadvertised properties. I always want to hit with that because I want them to seem like what I have is something exclusive and you don't have access to it. Now, I run into a lot of these different properties and obviously I can't buy them all. So I wanted to know if you're interested in more things like this, but also tell me, since I have you here, tell me what type of properties that you're looking for. So if I find something that's exactly what you want, I'm going to bring it to you first and foremost. And once you get to talking, if you have a couple extra seconds, make sure that you specify exactly what your buying criteria is, because I want him to know what I'm looking for, just like you had said, because if I want to potentially collaborate, if we want to work together, we want to be able to kind of put our minds together, we can do that. And so, I'm going to be able to, get his information. Obviously, we want to grab their email address, their phone number. We want to have a way to reach out to them. But guys, just to recap it, it's so simple. If we want to come in here, we just type in our geographic location. Again, so if some of you, if you're just joining now, we're just going to put in our specific geographic location. We're going to go into our lead types. We're going to focus on our cash buyers, so fellow people that are buying properties in cash, LLCs, businesses like us, and we're just going to go to search. So simple. We're just going to go to that.
Yep. I'm going to pause you for a little bit here. And Jenna, you can think about this. You don't have to say yes now. You can think about it. But I want to ask you this, and if you're okay, once again, you don't have to say yes right away. For everyone, Jenna, that actually commit to day number 3, 388 of you that actually shows up today. We started at 623 people. Yesterday, we had about 523, so we lost 100 people. Today, we lost, I don't know, almost 200 or, between 150 to 200. Jenna, I know that you mentioned you got the script for talking to buyers. Would you be open to hook the people that are here live with us today for free?
To hook what?
The buyer script. You said yeah. So hey, once again, yeah. Jenna, you can think about it and then let me know.
Oh, I mean, I'll think about it.
Okay.
But for you, I would do it. For you, I'd do anything.
Awesome. So there you go. Like I said, if you guys stay all the way to the end, this is just a little bit. If you guys stay all the way to the end, I have something even more amazing. Well, this is already super amazing, but I'm just going to spring a little more cherry on top. So, Jenna, I'll let you continue.
Yeah. So let me know. Do you want me to just send that to you, and then you'll send? Do we have everybody's contact information, and then we'll shoot it to them? Okay.
Yeah. So
that'll be easy. Yeah.
Yeah. If you can email to me, everybody that shows up, I'll reach out to Angie. I'll let them know that, hey, send it to the people that actually show up on the live today, because obviously, like, the commitment, it only makes sense if we just give something back to people that are committed.
Yeah, that way you guys aren't sitting there writing as fast as I.
Because there's a lot.
my East Coast talk here. So let me go back and share the screen here, guys. But just going back here again, and one of the things, guys, I do want to say, like, I know some of you are probably brand new to real estate investing. A lot of times you know what to say, even though you don't believe that you know what to say. The things that we want to talk to these people about is we want to be able to get them on our list. We want to be able to know what they're buying so that when we get our marketing going and we get these leads coming in, what good are the leads coming in and getting them under contract if we have nobody to wholesale it to? And one of the super, super powerful things, guys, I can share some really cool nuggets with you, but let's say that you start networking with some of these different cash buyers. The bigger your cash buyers list is, the more leverage you can have to work with some of these people. Because let's say that we're here in Cleveland. Let's say that we're going to talk to whoever owns this St. Clair 12 LLC, this person who's buying numerous different properties in the area. Let's say that we reach out to this person and we hit it off with them. Let's say to them, you know what? I have a list of 100 cash buyers on my list. How about I trade you 100 of my cash buyers for 100 of your cash buyers? And most likely they're going to say yes. So now you have a cash buyers list of 200. Now you're going to go over to Public Square Condo LLC, who maybe is now a bigger investor. I have a cash buyers list of 200 people. I'll trade you my list of 200 people for 200 of your people. Now you're at 400. So now you can keep building and building and building. And a super secret ninja tip for you guys. Any emails that you all get with a potential deal. So let's say that Henry's going to email me a potential deal in my area, but maybe Henry is brand new, and I'm just using you as an example, Henry. I know that you may not be brand new, but let's say you are. You can just be. We're going to pretend for a second. So let's say that you email me a deal, and you emailed everybody on your cash buyers list this deal. Well, maybe not a lot of people know that there's different ways that you can email. There's CC, which is our carbon copy, which is basically you see everybody that's attached. And then what a lot of seasoned investors would know to do is you're going to BCC everybody, which means it looks like you're only sending it to me. I can't see everybody else who's on that list. One of the things that's super good whenever it comes to a rookie investor, they don't know to BCC everybody. So now when you get that email, if you look at everybody else who's on there, now you can build your cash buyers list even more because you can see all the emails for all the people that person just emailed. So that's a super ninja tip for you guys to build your cash buyers list, is to look at all the email addresses that people attach onto the email that you're already on. So you can copy those and add those to your cash buyers list. But going back, so what we're going to do here is, so when we're in our area, we put in our specific geographic location. We're going to put in our cash buyers. We're going to put in that we want businesses, investors, just like us. If you want to be specific of what type of properties you're looking for, great. But a lot of times these investors may buy a handful of different types of properties. But the main thing too that we want to focus on is this More tab. I'm going to click on that. I'm going to scroll down, and you're going to see we have our last sale date, because I want to be time sensitive. I don't want to reach out to 21,000 different cash buyers who could have bought a house 10 years ago, but they're not buying anymore. They're no longer an active investor. So I'm going to focus on something more time sensitive, maybe the last 6 months. Let's go to the last 3 months. So we have 627. Let's go to just the last month and see how many people. 163 different people. Let me erase my old leads out of here after we were just playing with it a second ago. I have those 163 people. These are fellow cash buyers in my area, buying properties, buying cash in the last month. So I'm going to take this list. I'm going to select them all. So we're going to go to select all, and they're going to go up into the My Lead section. So from here, we're going to take them and we're going to skip trace plus them because they are businesses, LLCs, S Corps, entities. I'm going to skip trace plus them. I'm just going to go to next. I'm going to agree to the terms and conditions. And then I'm just going to accept that. So for $24, so probably what it would cost somebody to go to a fast food restaurant these days, $24.45. I can potentially increase my cash buyers list to 163 different people. Now, also, guys, one thing to know is that let's say that maybe we skip trace them, and maybe we're only able to find you the contact information for 150 of those. You will be credited back to your account 13 of those skip tracing credits for you to use on a future upcoming campaign. So you do not pay for what you don't get. So just know that if we can't find their information, you don't pay for that, which is, very, very, awesome and good when it comes to, quality service here. So we'll just place that order, and then we just get their contact information sent to us. Bam. That's it. I mean, it's just that simple. It's just that easy, guys.
You gave a ninja tip. I didn't even know about that whole stacking, leveraging other people's buyers list and just double, triple, quadruple your cash buyer. That is a true ninja hack right there for cash buyers.
Yeah, it's like, I'll show you mine, you show me yours. I mean, in a not bad way,
Right.
In a good way.
I love it. So once again, before I let Jenna go, once again, we got about 15 minutes left or so. All right. Once again, I got a very special offer that I've never done before that I want to share with you guys also too, is I want to do some Q&A, see if you guys have any questions. But before, I want to be respectful to Jenna's time. So Jenna, if you have anything you want to say before you leave, that's it.
No. I mean, I'll send you my script, and awesome. Then you can share it with everybody. I have it already written down because I share it with some of my close friends and investor friends. But again, guys, just know that when you're talking to them, when I'm calling anybody, I like to stand up when you're on a call, have your shoulders back, have your head up high. You have to own that call. And again, we live in that incentivized world, the instantaneous world, where we want to show our value. Our goal is to get their contact information, which obviously we have their contact information here, but I want to grab email addresses, and I want to know exactly what they're buying so that I can customize my marketing to my serious buyers. You only need a couple really serious cash buyers in your area. Obviously, we're going to really overload you with a lot of serious cash buyers with this software. So I'm looking forward to working with you guys in the future on upcoming calls. I mean, in the future, maybe together, we can build something out where we can do follow-up and some follow-up education for some of our serious action takers here who have become part of your software and become part of your network, where we can go in and really dive in and really get everybody rolling on this, because it's going to be as good as the effort you guys put into it, but it's going to be about consistency. So looking forward to hanging out with you guys. Oh, look, I got somebody wants me to be their Valentine. Oh. Awesome. If I get a bouquet like Juan did, maybe, you never know.
But the thing is, Jenna, it's too bad that we're not on TikTok. If we were on TikTok, they allow you to they can actually send you flowers.
Oh, wow. That's nice.
But Jenna, thank you so much for your time. I'm sure that every single one that are here appreciate you, the knowledge, the value, the nuggets, the tips that you give back. Thank you so much. Appreciate you, Jenna.
Thanks for having me. I'll see ya.
Happy Valentine, Jenna. Thank you.
You too.
All right. For every one of you that are still here with me, and once again, I appreciate each and every single one of you. All right. And I have never done this before, but here is my offer to you. And once again, it's not for all of you, but for some of you. Here's my offer. For the first 20 people, all right, let's just say that the past 3 days that we were on this together, and you're like, Khang, I still need some more coaching, some hands-on training. All right, so you want to work closely with me and my team to crush this 2024, where you want to spend the next 5 months with me and my team, where we're going to literally take you by your hands, give you more coaching, more training. You get 24/7 support. For the first 20 people that wants to book a call and sign up, all right, for my Wholesale to Million Academy, here is what's included. I'm going to give you all of my online courses, including the seller script, which is the script that we use to actually talk to all. I train my VA to talk to all the seller and lock property and contract completely virtual. Now you got the seller script. You got the buyer script. All right. All my online courses, my online course itself is already $2,000. And I'm also going to throw in the whole entire year for dealformenow.com for the first 20 people that wants to take advantage of this. So your first year, I'm going to pay for the $97. All right. $97 a month. I'll pay for the entire year of your Deal For Me Now subscriptions. So you don't have to worry about that monthly fee anymore. So once again, for the first 20 people that wants to sign up, that wants to work, that wants to spend the next 5 months, or maybe the whole 2024 with me and my team, where you get 24/7 support, all my online courses included, completed for free, and I'm going to give you the whole entire 1 year of Deal For Me Now subscriptions. The $97 plan, all on me. So go to coachwithkhang.com. Can someone type it in here? You go to Coach with Khang. I've never done this before. Once again, I've never done the whole 3 deals or 3 days challenge before, but go to coachwithkhang.com. Book a call with my team. All right? For the first 20 people only. I told my team that's all I can afford to pay for the Deal For Me Now subscription. So only for the first 20 people that wants to take advantage of this opportunity and said, Khang, this is what I'm looking for, and this is for me. Once again, it's not for every one of you. I understand that. Some of you, this 3 days is plenty. It's enough for you. You'll be like, Khang, I got enough information. I'm good. That's great. Right? If me and Jenna is able to provide you with that value, dude, that's awesome. But only for a few of you, because I know when I first started my real estate career, I knew that I was the type of guy that needs that little hands-on coaching and mentorship. Like, I want to be a part of a community, like-minded, where I can reach out, ask questions, do deals with other people, JV deals, right? So you get to be a part of my private Discord and Facebook group. We have about 300-something students that's already in there. And some of my students, you will find new and experienced, all right, investor in there. So my most recent student, Andrew, just closed his big deal. He's still in there. I have some other students that just closed their most recent deal that are moving on to doing 2 to 3 deals. They are still in there for you to network with. And this is for those of you who said, Khang, I am one of those that actually needs the extra help, the extra coaching, the extra mentorship. I need a guidance. We're going to give you a blueprint of exactly what it is that you need to do. All right? So you're going to be able to sit down with my team. We're going to come up with a game plan, a blueprint for you for your specific marketing budget and for your specific, all right, city or states that you're working on. So once again, if that is you, just go to coachwithkhang.com. Can someone type that in there so everybody that wants it can get it? Just go to Coach, Coach. I actually pin it right there if you see it. Go to coachwithkhang.com or just click on the link. Just book a call with my team, and hopefully I'll see you inside of my Wholesale to Million Academy. Hopefully you're one of the lucky 20. Once again, it's first come, first serve. All right? Just like when I announced the 3 days challenge, I get so many DM and say, oh my God, Khang, I wasn't making it. I'm sorry, man. There's nothing I can do. Okay? So book the call. Hopefully the calendar just doesn't fill up, and hopefully you're the lucky one of 20. But let me take a Q&A. We got about 10 minutes. So any question you got for me, drop in the chat and let's rock and roll. But once again, I want to work with action taker. I want to work with people who are motivated, who are driven, and who really want to change their life in 2024. I want to also say that this is not a get rich quick. We'll give you the support. You get 24/7 support with my team. So let's just say if you come across an issue, you'll be like, oh man, I don't know how to solve this. Oh, I don't know how to figure this out. Whether it's dealing with buyers, seller, showing the property, building your team, getting your system up, right? All of that. You just ask, my team will got you handled. So that way you don't have to waste time trying to figure this out all alone after we're done with this. Okay? So let's see if any question you guys got. Let me see here. And, you know, once again, nothing works if you don't. I don't want you guys to think this is a get rich quick. It is not. My goal for 2024 is to help you build, grow, scale, and automate your wholesaling operations. My goal is to help you escape the J, O, the B, and build your actual own business where you can control your own income, your own destiny, most importantly, your own finance. You get to call the shot. You get to, like, Khang, maybe today you wake up and you be like, you know what, Khang, I've already made 10K this month. I'm good. Dude, take the rest of the month off. Because I understand not every single one of you wants to be a millionaire. Not every one of you wants to make $100,000 a month. I know some of you just like, Khang, if I can just make $20,000 a month, man, I can quit my J-O the B. And dude, that's only one deal a month. One deal a month. That's it. You got 30 days to do it. And you got the software, the support, the training, the tools, the resource. You just can't complain. So I only want to work with people who are driven, ambitious, and are committed. Like, I need your commitment. Because if you can't commit to your goals, your dreams, and putting in the work, there's nothing I can do for you. Make sense? Like, there's a saying, you can bring the horse to the river, but you can't force it to drink. It got to be so thirsty, so hungry that it wants the water, that it wants to change, that it's willing to take on the work. And I know some of you will be like, well, Khang, well, this and that. No risk, no reward. Some of you will be like, oh my gosh, you know, man, I'm so scared. The best investment that you can ever make, my friend, is into your self-education, because you're betting on yourself. And I don't know why some of you are not betting on yourself. You're afraid to bet on yourself because you know why? Because you don't think you have what it takes. Then it's not for you. Dude, you got to believe in yourself so much that you'll be like, Khang, I'm sick and tired of having the same results. I don't want my 2024 to be like my 2023. If that is the case, then you got to change the game plan. You got to do something different, because you cannot do the same thing, my friend, and expect to get the same result. It's not going to happen. And when you do decide to join my Wholesale to Million Academy, I want to let you know that I will push you to the max. I will make you work and grind like you never before, because I want to see you bring your goals, your dreams into reality. And the only way to do that is to freaking hustle. But once again, we'll provide you with all the knowledge, the support, the training, the tools, the resource, all my online courses, which is valued about $2,000. Just my online courses, $2,000 is included for free. You have lifetime access to it. All right. So for those of you, once again, just go to coachwithkhang.com if that is you I'm speaking to. If it's not, I'm all cool, because I know it's not for everybody. And also, too, is I want to say it again. I will pay for your 1 year, the $97, 1 year subscriptions on deals for me now, so you don't have to worry about it. Good? All right, so let me see here. Let me get some questions coming in here. Carlos, just book a call with my team, man, because it's not just about the money, bro, right? Like, I don't want your money if you're not fitting in my criteria. If you're not driven, if you're not motivated, if you don't have the work ethic, and if you cannot commit, I don't want your money. I don't want to work with people who are thinking this is a get rich quick, because I know you're not going to succeed. I know you're going to drop out in 30 days. Don't waste your time. Don't waste my time. And I'm saving you money by saying that, because I'm not here to sell you on a fake dreams. I'm here to sell you on your dreams. And I don't even know why I need to work so hard selling you on your dreams. This is your dreams. This is your goal. If you don't fight for what, who will? Who will? Nobody's going to fight as hard as you will for your own goals and your own dreams. I remember when I first started, man, I was hungry. You got to be hungry. You got to want success as bad as you want to breathe, my friend. It's the only way you will succeed. Someone said, is there a payment plan? Just book a call with my team. I will let them know right after this to let them know that everyone that actually shows up and just say, hey, if they don't know what you're talking about with all the discount you're getting, because they might not know. I don't think I even let them know yet. Just tell them that, hey, I'm on the 3 days challenge and Khang said he would do this for us. I will let my team know after this. Like, I haven't even told them. But I really want to do that for you guys who are committed. Because I know 3 days, some of you have to take off work. I want to do something big, something I've never done before. But yes, we can work out a payment plan that'll work for you. I just want to see you commit. That's all I want to see you commit, and you must have the work ethic. Let me see here. I'm not one of those guys, right? Because I don't care if you join or you don't join. Like, I don't care. That's why I'm not one of those guys where they're like, oh my God, they're like pushing you. And they're telling you all this, dude. Right? They don't be like, hey, this is easy. It's easy. Dude, I'm telling you right now. All right? Dude, this road ain't gonna be easy, but it's gonna be worth it. I mean, just imagine 5 months from now, you committed with me and you start closing one deal a month. Is it worth it? My average wholesale deal is $20,000, between 20 to 25K. That's my average deal. If I can do 6 to 7 of those a month, working 1 hour a day, because I got my whole entire team, my VAs, right now they're pounding the phone, they're calling, and we're sending out text message right now as we speak. And you don't need to do that. Now, let me even take that down, because a lot of you be like, oh my God, 1 deal a month. I don't know, Khang. What if you just do 1 deal every 3 months and make $25,000? You don't believe in yourself, that you have the work ethic, that you are determined to close 1 deal, my friend? Think about it. 1 deal working part-time. Just imagine if you just hustle on the weekend. I have students that's like, Khang, I love what I'm doing at the J or the B. I want to do this just like at a side hustle. Bam. Imagine you just make an extra 25K, my friend. Think about if you just bring in 25K in 3 months. Dude, so there's 4 quarters in a year, right? Every 3 months, that's what? 100K extra on top of whatever you're currently making right now, just by doing this part-time. Benny said, dude, I effing get it. It's just that nothing is available. So Benny, people that book the call, Benny, doesn't mean that they're going to pull the trigger. So if they don't have the opening today, book for tomorrow. Book for the next day. It's the first 20 people that signs up that's ready to rock and roll. Some of you just asked me, so Khang, what's included? So I'm going to refresh again, and I'll tell my team right after this. I haven't even told them. Okay? So I'm going to pay for your 1 year subscriptions, the $97 plan on the deal for me now. 1 full year, over what, $1,000 something? I'll pay for that. So you don't have to worry about the monthly subscription on deal for me now. All my online courses value at $2,000. I'm not making the number up. You go there and you check, right? It's included in my seller script. Okay, so the whole entire online course is already $2,000. That will be included for free. You just got a 3, what? And I'm not sitting here like you know how when you go on, some people will make up like a big number. Oh man, got a $20,000 value, but you can get it for $1,000. No, I'm telling you, like, real number. I don't want to be that guy, man. I don't want to be that guy. I want to tell you the real number, because you can check online right now, and I don't discount my stuff. So $2,000, and then plus over $1,000 subscriptions for the deal for me now. So total, you're getting a $3,000+ discount. Brian said, how much is it per month? So Brian, if you're looking to work out like a payment plan, because you want to be a part of the, my Wholesale to Million Academy, just book a call with my team, man. Just go to coach. Can someone type it in there just so everybody has a chance? I want everybody to have an equal opportunity, right? But it's always the one that's the early bird, that pull the trigger, that takes action, that say, Khang, This is it, man. This is perfectly for me. This is what I've been looking for. I want to work alongside with you and your team. I want to crush 2024 together with you and your team. Just book a call, man. Just go to coachwithkhang.com. Tell them about the 3-day deals, the 3 days challenge. Say, hey, I'm part of the 3 days challenge. And Khang just told me that this is what he's hooking us up. And I will tell my team right now to let them know, because I haven't even let them know. I mean, like I literally woke up and I just did this and went above and beyond, because that's what I want for you guys, because those of you that are committed. All right, so let me take I'm just going to take a few more questions, 2 or 3 more questions. We're going to wrap this day up. But I appreciate each and every single one of you that actually committed through this whole, let me recap. So all of you know who's the real action taker and who's really committed to their goals, their dreams, and changing their life and their bank account. We started with 620 something people. Today, the most we got on was around 390 people. All right. Now you know who's the real doer and who's the talker. We already know. Jonathan said, hey, I missed day 1. Jonathan, I think you checked your email, man, because so many of you ask about the whole like replay. I didn't want to, right? I'm a type dude. You either make up your effing mind to be here, show up and do it, or you don't. Oh, yes. Ruben, Jenna script. Jenna, her buyer script, that will go out to 390 of you that actually show up today. So don't worry. So make sure you check your email, but we'll get those sent out to you, okay? It's free. I got cussed out yesterday, and it wasn't too bad. Roderick, dude, every single no, every single F you, bro, is one closer to a yes. If you don't get the F you, bro, you're on the wrong track. I'm telling you right now. If you don't get the F you, I've been called, dude, so many names when I get on the phone with the seller. You name it, man. Con artist, scam artist, you hawk, you vulture, you ripoff. I wish you die. And dude, I get all kinds of nasty things. But you know what? It didn't even faze me, man. Because you know why? I focused on one thing, is that yes. I said, yep, okay, cool. Next. It doesn't faze me, bro. Because I was hungry for the deal. I was like, dude, tell me something I haven't heard. So one time I got on the phone with the seller, and I usually very nice, very polite, right? And dude, this guy was just nasty. Talk about my parents, talk about everything, like nasty. I said, dude, bro, honestly, dude, tell me something I don't know, bro. And then I just laugh, click, and then I just hang up the phone. That's it. I don't care. My goal is that one yes. I want that one yes. Because that one yes, my friend, could be 20 to 25. For some of you, it could be even a 100K deal. 100K. And I'm not capping. If you join the academy, just ask Andrew. Recently closed on his biggest wholesale deal, bigger than mine ever could be. $288,000. Imagine you just close one of those. Even if you grind for the entire year, my friend, and you close on that $288K. Andrew could have took 3 years off, and he'll still be okay. He'll still be okay, dude. All right? Anyways, once again, the info's there. The choice is yours. And for the 20 of you that actually pulled the trigger and said, this is for me, I look forward to seeing you inside of my Wholesale Community Academy. And I want to say I appreciate each and every single one of you that are here. And I wish and pray for all of you guys to win and succeed big time in 2024. But I also want to let you know that you cannot do the same thing and expect different results. Nothing works if you don't. Dreams don't work unless you do. I appreciate each and every single one of you that committed from start to finish, because that shows me how bad you want to change your life and your bank account so you can one day do whatever you want, whenever, wherever, and with whoever the F you want. And most importantly, is able to make a boatload of money that you can take care of the people that you care about and love. Because honestly, at the end of the day, that's all it's about, my friend. I appreciate each and every single one of you. Take care. Until next time. You guys know what time it is. Let's go get